Now, Army officer Lt Col Purohit will be walking out of jail today. This is from Mumbai's Tajola jail. The Supreme Court had granted him bail on Monday after spending almost 9 years in jail in the 2008 Malegoan blast case. Well, let's go across to Saurabh now, who joins us from outside that jail. And Saurabh, after Lt Col Purohit walks out of jail, he has to rejoin the army in 24 hours.
That's right. He has to report to the unit which he was reporting to when he was arrested within 24 hours of his release. That's what clearly the order says, and that's what he will do, at least that's what he said. But we are expecting him to be walking out of these gates of this Taloja prison here in Navi Mumbai at around 8 or 9, and that is because, you know, the process of completing the release formalities would have taken some time. The papers arrived last evening. Ideally, his lawyers wanted to get him out last evening itself, but because of the time it took to complete the formalities of getting those papers issued by the trial court, it didn't make it in time. And Lt Col Purohit, once those orders were signed, said that I will finally take a long, deep breath of freedom. He also has clearly mentioned that he wants to go back to the two families that he has. One, he says, is the army, which is where he served, and the other, he says, is of course his family, and he wants to go back home and eat food cooked by his mother. That's something that perhaps one would hear from someone who spent a lot of time in jail. Lt Col Purohit has always maintained that he was framed and he was constantly reporting to his unit on his activities as far as the Abhinav Bharat is concerned. And now he was of course charged for conspiracy and you know, a lot of serious charges as far as the 2008 Malegaon blast is concerned. Whether of course the bail that he has been granted doesn't signify innocence or guilt, but that battle of course still remains ahead of him to clear his name once and for all, and that will of course depend on which way the trial court decides as far as Lt Col Purohit is concerned when it finally decides on the case.
All right, so that case will continue, but Purohit walking out of jail in a short while from now. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for joining us with those details.